Over G.
Pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up.
Over G.
Pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up.
Gotta love the rain. At least when you're in a F-15E Strike Eagle, which is what we're sitting in right now. Welcome everybody, this is Striker. We're sitting at the base in Aleppo, Syria. I'm just getting my programming done on the packs page for my loadout, which today consists of 3 GBU-31As, that's the 2,000-pound JDAMs, 3 CBU-97s, cluster munitions, and 3 GBU-38s, which are the 500-pound JDAMs. Going after a SAM site today. And that SAM site doesn't really give a lot of terrain to hide behind to sneak up on it. So we kind of have to figure out how to do this. With the bad weather, it's kind of goes without saying that using the Strike Eagle with its high-resolution map to find the radar emitter and other vehicles is the platform of choice in this kind of weather. You can fly up above the clouds at distance, figure out what's out there, start assigning targets to weapons, and then it's just a question of getting those weapons close enough to release. So we're just getting a few things set up, getting the jet set up the way I like it. Just tuning into the AWACS channel, and of course we have to set that to manual AM, which has been the frustration for many people out there. They can't figure out why they can't talk to tankers and such. It's because you got to set that one radio to manual AM, otherwise you're on FM. So yeah, I thought this would be an excellent way to demonstrate some kind of cool aspects of the high-resolution map in the Strike Eagle, specifically when you're looking for radar emitters, such as the search and track radars for SAM sites, or the radars on mobile SAM units. They show up very uniquely in that high-resolution map, and you're going to see that here. And see just how really powerful this is in being able to get ready to attack those targets. Of course, the trick with today's sortie is that there's not hills close by where I can get close enough to do an effective pop-up. I believe this SAM site is also protected by an SA-15, which so I guess we could always take a Hornet up with some TALDs and then lob those at it and then throw some harms. But you know what? I think I can do this all on the Strike Eagle. I can take out those targets and also have some nice effective air-to-air munitions with me. I got 4 AMRAAMs in addition to all that other ordnance, so it's pretty crazy.
Sunshine, Magic 1-1, enemy aircraft, bearing 344, range 23 miles, altitude 1,000 feet, hot.
So I got the general location of where the SAM radar is, and I keyed it into the target points in the nav computer. And that's really important when you're going to be using the high-resolution map to push targets to the JDAMs, which is what I'm going to be doing today. Because you need a waypoint close by that's close enough in elevation to the targets you're attacking, so that the JDAMs know, where in 3D space that they need to head to. We'll see all that shortly. So we're just going to taxi out here and get airborne and see what's going on. Well, we get ready to line up here. This is, like I said, this is Weather Wednesday. So this is Wednesday from, I guess, last week, actually. And I think the intent is to do a Weather Wednesday each week on Burning Skies Command Center server, which is kind of fun. And I heard talk that they might even do a night rotation on their map as well.
Hey, Sunshine, did you get dropped from the server earlier?
Yeah, I was just reaching out to another guy because I was on earlier and flying along and then just suddenly got disconnected, which was fun. But I guess he doesn't have a microphone, so didn't ever hear from him. Okay, let's get this thing up in the sky. Now, if you've been in the Strike Eagle recently, you can tell that this was made prior to a recent patch in which they modified the radar warning receiver sounds. So we're still, I guess, in old school. This was on Wednesday. They dropped the patch. Actually, the next day on that Thursday. Broke a few things, though. But hey, you know what? You figure that stuff out, and it's still a fun and amazing aircraft to fly.
Psycho 1-1 STR curve, Magic 1-1, enemy aircraft, bearing 344, range 27 miles, altitude 1,000 feet, hot.
Looks like we have a Mirage out there, though, that I'm going to have to deal with sooner or later. So looking just now, I noticed that my HUD is set in night mode. I guess that's why I was having such a hard time when I was flying this thing to be able to see anything in the HUD. Of course, I don't think I noticed it. We'll see. As you can see, it's really hard to read that. So we're headed towards our target area. We're going to take an offset, get some mapping done. Let's see if we can get some targets mapped on the ground. Turn off to the side. I'd like to get a little bit lower. I find a little bit lower gives a better picture of what's on the ground. All right, you see that horizontal smear, if you will. That at the center of that, it extends out left and right. The center of that is where the enemy radar emitter is. It's probably the fan song, or it could be the search radar. So what you want to do is get a good fix on that location, because then you can drop a JDAM on it. And take that target out. See, we got some targets right in the middle there. You can kind of see it. It's really hard to see. That's the guy we want. Put it just in front of it. And push that to one of my JDAMs, center 2,000 pound. And we'll pick up some of these other ones. Some of them have kind of the little whiskery things sticking out. I believe some of those may be SAM vehicles with smaller dishes on them. I could be wrong. I'm going to pick out a few clusters of targets. We'll push it to the other 2,000 pound JDAMs. So what I've done is I'm flying. I froze the radar image and I'm flying away from the target area. Okay, so we have the 3 2,000 pounders set up. Now I have 3 500 pound JDAMs. Let's go through and pick some of those other targets. We'll designate those. Those little wispy things sticking out the sides, or whiskers as I've heard them called. That's the scintillation from the radar return off of the radar dishes. So my ground mapping radar hits those radar dishes and it bounces back, and you get that radiant effect coming from the dish itself. Okay, so we've got 6 targets, 6 JDAMs. Let's head on in, but let's see how we're doing at the air picture here. I kind of messed up by undesignating, or I did something and it basically dropped it back out to the ground map mode here. I think I've got enough. Now ideally I'd like to unload these JDAMs before I start mixing it up with any kind of enemy fighters. Seeing what's out there, running IFF checks. There's one of those enemy aircraft. Pop back into air-to-ground mode, see if I can get close enough to drop these JDAMs. And then I can turn away and mix it up with these guys. Now my previous video, I had actually got close enough to the missile site, and they burned up some of their missiles firing at me. Alright, we're getting close. I usually like to get to end zone, but beggars can't be choosers. We got 2 enemy aircraft closing in on me. Alright, I think we're good. 3 away. Now let's switch to our 2,000 pound JDAMs. gonna be close. Oof. Come on. Let's just get these things out of here. Air-to-air mode. Got a lock. Fox 3. Some jamming from them. All right. They fired at me. Let's see if we can get away.
Picture.
Echo 1 to 1 STR curve. Magic 1-1. Enemy aircraft.
There goes all those
Bearing
JDAMs.
350. Range 23 miles. Altitude 28,000 feet. Hot.
So what I wanted to do is I was hoping to be able to make it to the friendly cap that's just up ahead. Got a couple of Hornets flying around up there. See if they can maybe give me a hand with this guy. All right, there's our damage assessment from all those JDAMs. And mission completed. So I had taken on a mission. So I get some bonus experience points here on the server. So I'd say it was pretty good.
Picture.
We got this Mirage 2000 to deal with still.
Echo 1 to 1 STR curve. Magic 1-1.
All right, we can't count on those guys for everything, so let's turn around and see what we can do.
Magic 1-1. Enemy aircraft. Bearing 311. Range 24 miles. Altitude 35,000 feet. Hot.
Trying to get this guy off of bore sight here. All right, Fox 3, let's see how we do. And the missile is self-guiding now. That was at a fair distance, so I don't have a lot of faith in it. Should have got him by around now. At least it's estimate anyway. Alright, let's get another Fox 3 at this guy.
Sunshine. Magic 1-1. Enemy aircraft.
Maybe not.
Bearing
Maybe? Where is he?
307.
There he is.
Range 20 miles. Altitude 6,000 feet. Hot.
Picture.
Echo 1 to 1 STR curve. Magic 1-1. Enemy aircraft. Bearing 238. Range 10 miles. Altitude 13,000 feet. Hot.
let's get a missile off at him and get out of the way. Time to dive down to the thicker air and put this guy behind me. Do some countermeasures. Got, well, splashed one at least. I think I got them both. Let's start heading back to base. Because I am out of AMRAAMs. No more air defense weapons other than guns.
Picture.
And guns are kind of challenged in this one. Okay. Got some Su-24s in the area though.
1 STR curve. Magic 1-1. Enemy aircraft. Bearing 288. Range 59 miles. Altitude 6,000 feet. Hot.
Those two Mirages are splashed.
Base is just up ahead, 37 miles out, but we have a lot of jamming activity up there. Look at that. Let's see what's going on. Unknown. Su-24s. Looks like they're right at my base, right at the at Aleppo. Looks like the enemy was making some attack runs on our forces here. I don't have any missiles, but I do have some guns. Maybe I can have some luck against these guys. Something close. Su-24s. I think there were several of them in the area. I really need to be careful because I got shot down by one when there was a bunch together because we had like a heat seeker missile. Closing in on this guy pretty fast. Way too fast. I'm gonna blow right by him. Look at that.
Over G. Over G.
Let me see if we can get repositioned and get this guy back in front of us. All right, we're back on this guy. Maneuvering to the left, see if we can get around behind him. All right, there we go. That's one down. I think those other ones bugged out behind the hill somewhere, so AWACS can't really see them from where it is.
Range 43 miles, altitude 2,000 feet, hot.
Let's get this thing down on the runway. I think that's just something on the ground up ahead. That's why there's no IFF response, because it's sitting parked on the runway. Yeah. Well, let's get this thing turned around, extend out a bit. Go and land. Too lazy to turn on ILS. So we'll eyeball it, sheet with the map. All right. We're lined up on the runway, headed in. Coming in through the haze. You can see the lights right up ahead. So I enjoyed the weather Wednesday. I think we're going to be, this is a regular thing on the servers now. Since I had recorded this video, the guy who runs the Burning Sky servers had mentioned he's using code now that represents the real weather in the region, which will update, I guess, every 8 hours or so when the mission rolls over. So yeah, we may see more stormy weather or clouds or sunshine on these maps. It's a cool feature, so it's not the same thing all the time. And you know you're flying in what's going on at the real location in the world at that time. Pretty cool. A little bit of a bumpy landing there. So hope you enjoyed it. I was kind of disappointed that the server kind of hung when I was initially flying out to kind of show what I've been doing with the Strike Eagle to take out a SAM site. So did have to drop a lot of the footage where I was kind of playing cat and mouse with the radar. But hey, I guess that opens up an opportunity for a future video where I'll be kind of poking at the SAM site to get it to fire at me, and then I'll dip away and find a little hill somewhere, hopefully. Well, that's it. We're all done in this. Hope you enjoyed it. I always appreciate you taking time to watch these. I enjoy making them, and I enjoy watching them myself. So keep an eye open for more videos coming up. And I suggest you give the Burning Skies servers a try. Look forward to seeing you up in the unfriendly skies. Thanks a lot. Take care.